So what is long-term care insurance? We'll learn that and more today on Practical Insurance Tips. Hello and welcome to this episode of Practical Insurance Tips. My name is Francine Walker and joining me is Alvin Lynn III from Option Insurance Group, who's going to talk a little bit about long-term care insurance. Hi, Alvin.
How you doing?
I am great. So let's talk about long-term care insurance. What is it?
Well, long-term care insurance, unlike traditional health insurance, is designed to cover long-term care services and supports in a variety of settings, such as in your home. And we all know that long-term care actually starts in the home, but it also covers other facilities as well. Long-term care policies reimburse the policyholders a daily amount that's pre-selected for services to assist them with ADLs, activities of daily living.
Okay.
You can select a range of care options and benefits that allow you to receive care when and where you need it.
Okay. So how does one qualify for long-term care?
Oh, good. Well, the standards vary between company to company, so it varies between one insurance company over another. One insurance company may very well deny you, where another insurance company may very well accept you. Now, some of the common reasons for denial, well, if you already have a need for that care based on the ADLs, you'll be denied. Alzheimer's, dementia is another reason. Cognitive dysfunction may be another. And of course, when we talk about multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, and one other that I have to mention, and that's metastatic cancer. Now, you understand what that is. It starts in one place and it moves possibly throughout the body to another place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how does one receive long-term care benefits?
Well, there are two criteria, and one would be called the benefit trigger, and the other is what's called an elimination period. Now, the benefit trigger is when an insurance company actually determines if you actually are eligible for the benefits. The elimination period is the amount of time that must pass that must pass after a benefit trigger occurs. So let's say a person actually is diagnosed with dementia.
Right.
Well, that would be considered a benefit trigger.
Okay.
Now, what happens at that point is the elimination period pre-selected, meaning that the person who has the policy may have a 30-day or 60-day or 90-day before that policy actually starts to activate. I use that word activate for you. So as you can clearly see, you may have to wait 30 days, you may have to wait 90 days or 60 days, depending on what you actually selected in the beginning when you purchased that policy.
Okay.
All right? So at that point, and people don't know this, if you selected a 90-day elimination period, that means that all costs
Wow.
are on you. You're responsible for all costs up to that 90-day period. And then after that, then the insurance company actually kicks in and starts to pay those benefits.
So why would one select a 90-day elimination period?
Well, there are so many different reasons why. And I tell clients all the time, because money's a factor.
Okay.
Money's always,
of course.
Yes. Money's
Money
always
rules.
a factor. Okay.
Yep.
So what happens is the longer you elect to wait, right? Typically the cost is a little bit less.
Okay. That makes sense.
It makes sense, doesn't
it? Yes, it does.
So that's why.
So what happens once the benefits start?
Well, once the benefits actually start, most policies pay the cost up to a preset daily limit until the maximum time is reached.
Okay.
All right. So you have so much, and then once it gets there, right, then that's going to end the policy. So that's the maximum time.
And those can vary.
They will vary.
Okay.
Again, at some point we're going to talk about insurance and how it breaks down in the future, I'm sure.
Correct.
Then I'll explain it then.
Okay.
But yes, it varies company by company, policy by policy.
And that's where you would come in and basically help them identify their needs accordingly, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know that I'm certified in long-term care. I'm a specialist, and I help people with the planning all the way to the execution of purchasing a long-term care insurance policy.
That's great. Always informative, Alvin. Do you have any final thoughts?
You know, as much as I love to talk, well, you know, of course, I have a few final thoughts.
Please share.
I want to tell you, before you buy, you have to know a few things. And one, you probably won't be allowed to get a plan if you already are in the midst of it, meaning this, that you already have a need for it.
Yes.
That's just too late. That's not going to happen. But I would also tell you, don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured to buy just because. Don't do that. I would also like to tell you that it's not a one-size-fit-all type of situation. It's not. Do your research and consider the different options that are available to you, and talk to a professional before you make your final decision.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you once again.
You're welcome.
Well, that concludes this episode of Practical Insurance Tips. My name is Francine Walker, and remember, if you have any questions, you can contact Alvin at 248-519-2325 or go to his website, optioninsurancegroup.com. Find him on social media under Option Insurance Group. Be sure and share this information with someone you love. And remember, we keep insurance simple and smart.